Hi, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be doing a channeled love letter from your person. So this can be in regards to a twin flame, a soulmate, an ex, a spouse, somebody that you are dating, somebody you have a crush on, somebody you're interested in, just whoever comes to mind when you hear the phrase your person. So if you want to focus upon that person's energy, really call them to mind, feel them with you, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever one of these letters, which one of these groups, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of them, that you are drawn to, 1, 2, or 3. And I will give you a minute to make your selection, and then we'll get right into it. Hi, Group 1. So this is your channeled love letter, and we'll take a look at that at the end. I'm going to start with some tarot to get kind of a feel of the current energies between you and this person, get some zodiac signs, some clues about who this person is for Group 1. Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups, and that's water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So this is somebody that you could be broken up from, you could have walked away from, moved away from this connection. So got the King of Swords, which is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So there could have been some harsh words spoken, a fight could have been had. Could have, again, been very blunt communication or harsh words that caused this breakup or this separation or moving away from each other. There could have been some pretty strong rejection on one or both of your parts that led to this period of separation. And we've got the 7 of Wands, so that is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And this is, again, really talking about this energy of conflict, some kind of fight, some kind of disagreement, maybe, and this can go either way, but one or both of you could have really been resisting this relationship in the past, resisting the connection in the past, really fought against it. One person could have denied having feelings for the other, or they could have said that they didn't feel the same way anymore. They'd fallen out of love or grown apart from this relationship and just said some really harsh and cutting things that caused an ending, caused a very emotional ending to this connection. There could have been a lot of tears that were shed when you went into this period of separation with this person, both at the time that this breakup or this separation, this fight, or this very harsh, blunt, kind of maybe unfair or even some cruel communication could have taken place, and it could have just, been very devastating, a lot of tears shed. We've also got the 6 of Swords, so definitely, a difficult situation, this ending with this person. And I feel that you've been actively engaged in trying to move beyond that, kind of move into a calmer emotional space within yourself, dealing with the aftermath of this, kind of trying to find your footing, seeking some sanctuary maybe through friends or family, or even really going into some kind of hermit mode. This could have really propelled you into kind of a dark night of the soul as well, could have really functioned as a tower moment, been very, devastating and very hurtful, very painful, this ending with this person, this period of separation. And it's led to a lot of introspection on your part. in the days, weeks, months, or even years subsequent to this interaction or this breakup. And we have the Emperor. So this is Aries energy, and this is really talking about this quest that you've been on to really empower yourself, to take back your power in the aftermath of this situation, focusing maybe more on building some stability in the material world, kind of focusing on the things that you can control about your environment, about your circumstances, maybe kind of shutting down to the idea of love, kind of shutting your heart off and focusing more on material matters, practical matters, kind of logical matters, in the interest of sort of self-protection, and also as, you know, this hurt and this devastation was taking place, dealing then with a very wounded heart chakra and, you know, just needing time for healing. Or some of you could even still be in a place of being very closed off to the idea of love, being even very stuck on the idea of this particular person, and doing a lot of reflecting, I feel, over, you know, what occurred, the situation with this person, that hurt, even if it occurred a while ago, it's still very fresh in a lot of ways within you, within your heart. This can also be a confirmation if you resonate as a divine feminine and you're watching this. This can be a confirmation that this is in regard to your divine masculine. So this could be a twin flame dynamic here that we're talking about. And we have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy. So this is talking about there could be some degree of maybe obsession or overthinking about what has happened in the past, this hurt, this fight, these very cutting words, this blunt communication. It can be something that, you know, has led to a lot of turmoil, a lot of maybe fear of love, or being very closed off to love, maybe seeking out just kind of superficial or surface level connections after having, you know, gone through this devastation with this person, in order to kind of prevent yourself from entering into a deep romance with another person at this point in time, because again, not really wanting to get hurt. This can also speak to, you know, again, just maybe some toxicity that was going on in the relationship. It could have been a cycle of a lot of fighting with this person, a lot of breaking up and then making up, but that in some way, you know, you're in some phase of that cycle, or, you know, you've broken away from that cycle completely to, you know, step more into your empowerment, to kind of address some of these, this toxic pattern, either with this person or relationships in general in your life. And we also have the Wheel of Fortune, which for me as a reader is mutable energy, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius. And this really talks to, you know, again, cycles that you could be going through with this person, like a runner-chaser cycle, some kind of cycle of codependency, some kind of toxicity going on here, that you've really been tasked and challenged with addressing, with really breaking those patterns, breaking free of those, establishing some new routines in your life, maybe, you know, cutting off people or lifestyles from the past that, you know, surrounded this person, or that were in some way involved with that, or just the nature of this relationship. And that, you know, in the time since this breakup, since this separation, since this, you know, kind of like fight, this sort of devastating thing that happened with you and this person, that your focus has really been, and you've been very successful on, you know, creating some new beginnings for yourself, kind of moving in another direction, focusing on some other things, letting some other things kind of take priority and precedence in your life. Whereas, you know, maybe the back and forth with this person was very consuming for a while. This could have been something which, you know, you focused a lot on the connection, you focused a lot on this person, the ideas of, you know, this person coming back, or, you know, needing to have some kind of closure with this person, or wanting the opportunity to really speak your mind with this person. And that could have been something that made you feel very chained to that energy, very bound to that energy, very bound to this pain and this situation of this ending for quite some time. But I feel for most of you, you're really moving in the direction of kind of dislodging yourself from that, of really wanting to create something different, some different experiences for yourself, and some different dynamics. Some of you, even with this Wheel of Fortune, are kind of in this process of creating that closure for yourself, even if it's not coming in the form of communication with this person or some, tangible closure, because you are getting to the point of being interested in opening your heart to love again, wanting to, attract in a new partner, a different partner, give love another go, maybe with somebody else or with, this person in the future if they've done that healing work and that ascension work with themselves as well. So let's take a look at your channeled love letter from this person now, group 1. There's so much I want to say to you right now. So many changes in my life. Good things. I think you'd be proud of me. I've left a lot behind since we last spoke. I have shouldered some more burdens too along the way. But I'm learning to take each day as it comes, see each lesson as an opportunity to do better. I used to be so angry, blaming myself mostly, but doing my fair share of projecting as well. I blamed you too, unfairly I might add, when all you were trying to do was love me. I let you down. I left you out there all alone when you needed me the most, when you needed a friend. Instead of practicing what I preach about loyalty and never giving up on those you love, I stepped into the role of a hypocrite. I wore that hat proudly and unbeknownst to myself until it was too late, and your heart was so battered from all that rejection that kept coming at you from miles around. It's a cloak which shames me now, and it has been humbling to say the least. I've tasted what you must have felt like in the time since we last spoke. And I just want to run to you to compare our tears and show you how sweet you truly are, and so brave for facing all you did with my back unfairly to you. I know it's not much now, and there's no turning back time, but I understand the love you were trying to give, and it's something I would welcome again if you ever had the heart to let me back in. So I'm going to finish this reading for you, group 1, with some initials, and this can be first, middle, or last name of you or your person. It can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, so we have Z, T, J, K, M, U, E, A, and C. So those are your messages, and that is your channeled love letter, group 1. I hope that these messages resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share. If you would like a personal reading or a personalized channeled love letter from your person, I offer both through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I also sell handmade jewelry and some divination tools in my Etsy shop if you're interested in checking those out as well. So I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. This is your channeled love letter, so we'll take a look at that at the end. I'm going to start off with some tarot to get a feel of the current energies between you and this person, some zodiac signs, some clues about who they are, or what might have happened with you previously. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands, and that is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And this can indicate somebody that you were in kind of a stable commitment with, maybe somebody you were married to or engaged to, or, you know, it was something more than just casual dating, that there was some kind of a foundation that had been built between you both. The Four of Wands is also the 1111 card, so that can resonate perhaps if you identify as a twin flame. If you resonate with that or on the twin flame journey, then this can be a sign about that as well. So we've got the Two of Swords, and this is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So this can indicate that there's some kind of blockage in the communication, a blockage between the both of you, something where you're really not seeing eye to eye on, and that can be maybe the future of the connection. That can be where you're both really not sure where you want to go with the connection, you know, moving forward, how you both feel. You could literally be blocked by this person. They could have blocked you. You could have blocked them. Communication could be just at a very kind of, at a minimum, very strained communication, or no communication at all. Maybe not wanting to really see the truth about something with this connection. This can also be somebody who maybe is sort of like resisting a twin flame connection, where one person is very aware of this, is, you know, kind of leaning into that energy, and the other person is kind of rejecting the idea of that, or trying to kind of turn away or block out this connection between the both of you. Really denying that soulmate connection, denying their feelings for somebody. So we also have the Page of Cups, which is water energy. That is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So this is really indicating that, you know, the emotional exchange between the both of you is at a minimum currently. So there might not be very many loving words. There could be, you know, kind of holding back feelings, really denying feelings, trying to, you know, restrain feelings, restrict feelings, or, you know, just give the bare minimum in this circumstance. We've also got the King of Pentacles, which is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So this can definitely be somebody that, you know, you see a stable future with. You see this as your abundance, your person, somebody that, you know, can really add a lot to your life, that you can have a partnership with, that you can really build something with going forward. And this can also indicate somebody who, you know, in their own right is very successful in their own life, successful financially, you know, has a lot of other things going on. And that can even be you, that you have a lot of other things going on in terms of abundance and success, you know, finances and things in the material world. But, you know, with this Two of Swords and this Page of Cups, there's some kind of an emotional deficit here, that in terms of the love department, that things are, you know, they're kind of on this this kind of minimal end of the spectrum as compared to, you know, the contrast then of what's going on in other ways. So we also have the Knight of Cups, and this can really indicate this desire to, you know, deepen the emotions between you and this person, deepen the level of communication. This can also indicate that if you are in some kind of circumstance with somebody where, you know, they've blocked you maybe, or you've blocked them, that you have kind of broken up, or, you know, moved away from each other, taken a break from each other, that there is this desire to move back in each other's direction with maybe a more substantial offer of love than what was previously given, to really deepen the connection between the both of you. So we've we've got the Five of Wands, and this can indicate some kind of conflict going on. I feel like head and heart conflict here, about, you know, opening up communication. So if this is a situation where someone's cut off communication, or you're blocked, they blocked you, they've denied their feelings, really tried to repress those feelings or kind of turn away from this connection, then something has maybe really shifted for them. And there's this kind of this desire to move back in your direction, to start again, to, you know, open up the lines of communication. But there's a lot of back and forth, as far as, you know, making that move or just staying the way things are with limited or no communication. And we also have the Five of Pentacles. So this is definitely this kind of back and forth energy is just keeping both of you feeling very out in the cold. Because of this blocked energy, somebody definitely feels that they are now on the outside looking in from somebody else's life. And this can even be the person that blocked the communication. And as they're kind of watching from afar, and maybe they've watched you have some kind of glow up, some kind of, you know, they're seeing you in a different light maybe than they saw before. They're recognizing your value, and how you're shining, standing in your authenticity and standing in your power. And there's this urge to move back in your direction, but they're very, you know, kind of conflicted about that, fearing rejection, kind of wanting to avoid rejection. And really, you know, where they cut off communication, now they're finding themselves on the other side of that, where, you know, there's this desire to come in to communicate, but that they themselves are feeling very restricted from that, or maybe that, you know, too much time has passed, too much, you know, was said or done or denied, you know, how to kind of come back from whatever this sort of cut off or kind of minimizing of their feelings or of the communication was at this point in time. So definitely a sense of loss. And I feel also for you really feeling, you know, the loss of this person. Really kind of looking at memories and better times with this person, or hopes that you had of, you know, building this stability, this firm foundation with this person, but now being kind of on the outskirts of that, and really, you know, this a lot of indecision going on as far, I feel on both your parts, as far as how to really remedy that and what steps to take next at this point. So now we're going to look at the channeled love letter for you, group 2. There are memories I keep replaying in my head. Afternoons spent together when I was busy trying not to look at you too long while the sunlight danced so perfectly across your face. I feel foolish for not taking a better snapshot, since the photographs I now have are just memories I cling to and look at often in the hopes that they never fade. You look good now, happy, at peace. That's what people say anyway. Those who have seen you from afar, dancing through your new life and away from the memories and many of the people we once knew. I try to act unbothered. I really have perfected a stone face when your name comes up in conversation. I get eager anytime somebody says, "Remember when?" in the hopes that there will be a retelling of some time and place when you were near me. I took you for granted, and time. I just always thought you'd be there. And it wasn't until you were gone that I really felt how a piece of me had been carved right out. Not that I needed you. I'm standing on my own 2 feet. But I feel a little deflated. Okay, a lot deflated. Like a star has been blotted out of the sky I always looked upon but never truly pondered or appreciated until it was way too late. Like something's missing that I just have to continue to build around but can never forget. That empty place where you used to dance so carefree all around me. So I'm going to finish this reading for you, group 2, with some initials. This can be first, middle, or last name of you or your person, or it can spell out something, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got X, H, I, K, S, Q, A, E, and I'm going to grab one more, N. So those are your messages, and that is your channeled love letter group 2. I hope that the messages resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share. If you'd like a personal reading or a personalized channeled love letter from your person, I offer both through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I also sell handmade jewelry and some divination tools in my Etsy shop if you're interested in checking those out as well. So I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, group 3. This is your channeled love letter, so we'll take a look at that at the end. I'm going to start with some tarot to get some zodiac signs, take a little peek at the current energy between you and this person, some clues about who they are, what might have happened in the past with you. Okay, so we have the High Priestess, and that's Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So this could be a connection or situation with this person where there was a lot that was kind of kept hidden, or kind of some deeper intuitions about the way this person might have been feeling that they might not have expressed. They could have kept that very cloistered, very close to their chest, not letting that be known. And so there could have been some difficulties in terms of communication, maybe some miscommunication or just a lack of communication, particularly of feelings, a lot of unspoken feelings between you and this person previously. So we also have the Devil, which is Capricorn. So this can really talk about kind of this energy of obsession and desire. So again, with those unspoken feelings that, although there might not have been a lot, exchanged or admitted to, this could be, almost like friends who feel something more for each other but don't act upon it kind of energy here, where it's almost palpable, the attraction between the two, the desire between the two. But for whatever reason, because of other commitments or, just not really being ready to lean into that kind of intensity of love, or not wanting to explore those feelings, maybe from some kind of, hurts of the past, some kind of heartbreak, some kind of resistance to love, or, just trying to focus on more kind of casual or superficial relationships, as opposed to really getting into the emotional depths with someone, could have really kept one or both of you from exploring this connection, or, really, again, acting upon those feelings. This could have been even a connection where, it was just very kind of physical between the both of you, that in terms of, exploring the depths of those feelings, those emotions, deepening the connection, that maybe this person was kind of resistant to doing that, to taking it out of just this kind of very casual arena, despite the, again, very palpable feelings that existed between the both of you. And we also have the Nine of Cups, which is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So this is really talking about, this deep sense of satisfaction that you have felt around this person, that they felt around you, really enjoying the time that you have spent together, and really these emotions, the depth of this feeling that you have for each other, being very pleasing. It's something that this is not almost like a restrictive energy, but it's something, that kind of quietly, privately, that, you're both swimming in those emotional depths and those emotional waters, but for whatever reason, not really expressing those or, sharing those with each other. And we've got the Empress, which is Libra and Taurus. So this can be in regards to, if you're a divine masculine watching this can be a confirmation that this reading is in regard to your divine feminine, or if you resonate as the divine feminine, this can be a confirmation that, this could be some kind of a twin flame dynamic going on, and this could be the way that your masculine views you, that they recognize you as that feminine, as their divine feminine, that empress energy, that abundance, that nurturing, that, that epitome of receptivity, kind of attracting in blessings, attracting in, wonderful opportunities, and again, just this energy of really this abundance of, just exuding that, just embodying that love, and really being the one to kind of shine that out, and really raise the vibration of people or situations around you effortlessly. And so this can be the nature of, again, this depth of feeling that this person has really just been keeping within. That they, also with this Devil card, there could have been some kind of Kundalini awakening that was experienced between you, that could have been very overwhelming for this person. They could have, instead of really leaning into that energy, just kind of bottled it up, kept it inside. But that what they're not telling you, what they hadn't been telling you, is that, you're this full package. They've seen you as that. They're, you're someone that they desire. They hold you in very high regard, perhaps even up on a pedestal a little bit, which kind of then brings to the forefront of their attention. It holds up a mirror to, the things that they perceive as needing to work on or heal or fix or improve upon in order to be, at a level where they can match that energy of abundance. They can be that counterpart for you. So we also have the Five of Swords, which is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So this can really speak to, these feelings that were held inside, that are being held inside, perhaps still currently. It really has kind of sabotaged the potential between the both of you. It's really led to maybe some feelings of rejection on your part, the words that have not been spoken. This person also keeping these feelings inside, they feel very defeated in that sense of not, for whatever reason, having the ability, maybe again because of other circumstances, maybe you were both friends that just had these deeper feelings, but because of these kind of 3D mundane limitations or other kind of connections or contracts or obligations, not being able, having to kind of hold back on these words, keep those feelings within, not being able to express those, which has led to a sense of loss, a feeling of defeat, by not being able to, act upon and explore out in the open the depth of these feelings. We've also got the 10 of Cups. So this really confirms that, you know, this person sees you as kind of wish fulfillment, somebody that, you know, fulfills them on an emotional level, really understands them. I feel that the time that you spend together, that you have spent together with this person has been very fulfilling. It's been very nurturing for them. They see you as somebody that just, you know, you really bring them into that heart center, that feeling center where, you know, love doesn't feel as maybe scary or as kind of unpredictable as they might have experienced in the past, that sort of led them to perhaps then pursuing more superficial connections. That there's this urge on their part to really lean into that, to really just, you know, pour forth that emotion. But again, for whatever reason, they're kind of like holding back on that. And we also have Justice, which is Libra. And so this, again, is this desire that this person has to really speak this truth and create this balance in the energy with the both of you. But that something is really holding them back. It can, again, with Justice, be some kind of like marriage, like both of you are married or this person's married. Something has to happen. Maybe a divorce has to take place in order for, you know, this situation to be explored in greater detail or acted upon. Or it's something where just because of the imbalance, the things that are, you know, that have been kept inside, that have been left unsaid, that have been kind of suppressed and bottled up, that it's created this imbalance. So the energy right now is, you know, this person's really feeling that pressure, so to speak, to do something, to act upon this in some way, even if it's in the capacity of just admitting to themselves the depth of feeling and attraction and desire that they have for you and for exploring this connection in greater detail. So let's take a look at your channeled love letter now, group 3. Why won't you let me in? That's what I keep asking myself as I feel around the wall that used to be a door between us I could come and go freely from. I see how much you have changed. Something feels different. It's making me want to stretch and reach beyond my surroundings, up to where you are, out there somewhere in an atmosphere I can only imagine. It's so comfortable here in this tight-fitting life that's starting to feel like drowning. I know I need to shift, to make some movement away from this place, but the idea of going out in that cold corner of creating something new for me, for us, is a bigger step than I feel ready to manage. Things are shifting all around me, and I'm getting dizzy just thinking of change. Then, in the midst of that whirlwind and my resistance, I feel you calling me, beyond the land of not now, never, into hope and possibility. I want to follow you, to see where you're leading me. My stubborn ways have kept me stuck in this half-light life, and I want to emerge into something new, even if it blinds me. I'm sure you will feel your way to me in time. Teach me how to perceive what's beyond the surface of things, of us, of love. Keep living that best life. Keep growing far from me. In ways I'm not yet ready to admit, you're helping me out of all this gloom. So I'm going to finish this reading for you, group 3, with some initials. This can be first, middle, or last name of you or your person, or it can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, so we have Q, X, M, S, E, P, V, R, and let me get one more. O. So those are your messages, and that is your channeled love letter, group 3. I hope that the messages resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share. If you'd like a personal reading or a personalized channeled love letter from your person, I offer both through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I also sell handmade jewelry and some divination tools in my Etsy shop if you're interested in checking those out as well. So I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.